Good afternoon, everyone. As we age, one of the most common and frustrating experiences is joint pain, particularly in the knees. That dull ache or sharp twinge when you stand up, go for a walk, or simply bend down to tie your shoes. You've likely been told it's just part of getting older. But here's the good news. Science says that's not entirely true. Let me break this down clearly. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides. These are easily absorbed building blocks that your body uses to rebuild joint tissue. Vitamin C, a critical cofactor for collagen synthesis. Without it, your body can't effectively build new cartilage. Hyaluronic acid helps lubricate the joint and retain moisture, easing movement. Turmeric, curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory that rivals ibuprofen in studies, without the side effects. Beetroot juice. It increases nitric oxide, which improves blood flow and nutrient delivery to joint tissues. Cartilage is the smooth, elastic connective tissue that covers and cushions the ends of bones in joints like the knees. It allows for smooth, frictionless movement and absorbs impact during activities like walking, bending, and climbing stairs. However, cartilage is avascular. It lacks its own blood supply, so it doesn't heal easily once damaged. One of the primary reasons knee cartilage degrades over time is due to the natural aging process, which leads to several interconnected biological changes that undermine the integrity of joint tissues. As we get older, the body's production of collagen, the main structural protein in cartilage, declines significantly. Collagen is vital for maintaining the tensile strength and elasticity of cartilage. When collagen synthesis slows down, cartilage becomes more brittle, less resilient, and more prone to wear and tear. This is compounded by a reduction in the activity of chondrocytes, the specialized cells responsible for producing and maintaining the cartilage matrix. With age, chondrocytes not only become less active but can also undergo senescence, meaning they stop functioning altogether and may even release inflammatory molecules that further damage the joint environment. Another key contributor is oxidative stress. Over time, our cells accumulate damage from free radicals, unstable molecules produced during normal metabolic processes. In younger people, antioxidant systems help neutralize these molecules, but with age, this defense weakens. The result is increased oxidative damage to joint tissues, which accelerates the breakdown of both collagen and proteoglycans, the two main components of cartilage. This oxidative environment can also trigger low-grade chronic inflammation, which has been linked to conditions such as osteoarthritis. Joint inflammation is especially problematic. In aging individuals, there is often an upregulation of pro-inflammatory cytokines like IL-1 beta and TNF-alpha within the joint space. These compounds not only break down cartilage but also inhibit its repair by interfering with anabolic signals. This creates a vicious cycle where inflammation leads to cartilage damage, and that damage perpetuates more inflammation. Hormonal changes also play a role. For instance, the decline in estrogen in postmenopausal women is associated with increased joint degeneration and pain, as estrogen is known to have protective effects on cartilage tissue. Furthermore, physical activity tends to decrease with age, reducing the mechanical stimuli that joints need to maintain cartilage health. While excessive strain can be harmful, moderate movement stimulates the production of synovial fluid, which nourishes cartilage and supports its structural integrity. The cumulative effect of these factors is a gradual thinning and weakening of the cartilage lining the knees. The surface becomes rough, loses its shock-absorbing properties, and may eventually lead to bone-on-bone contact, one of the primary causes of chronic knee pain in seniors. Understanding the science behind cartilage degeneration helps us appreciate why a proactive, nutritionally focused intervention can make such a profound difference. By addressing the root biological causes, rather than just the symptoms, it's possible to support cartilage health and improve joint function, even later in life. As individuals age, the body undergoes several physiological changes that make seniors especially vulnerable to knee cartilage degradation and joint pain. Unlike younger adults who typically recover quickly from minor joint stress or inflammation, older adults experience a decline in the body's ability to maintain and repair cartilage. This susceptibility is due to a combination of biological, hormonal, and lifestyle factors that collectively reduce joint resilience and accelerate cartilage wear. One of the primary reasons seniors are more affected is the reduction in joint lubrication. Synovial fluid, the viscous liquid that cushions and lubricates joints, becomes less abundant and loses its viscosity with age. This fluid is crucial for reducing friction between the bones and for delivering nutrients to the cartilage, which lacks its own blood supply. When synovial fluid becomes compromised, cartilage receives fewer nutrients, resulting in slower regeneration and increased vulnerability to damage from even normal daily activities. Additionally, there is a natural decrease in the mechanical stimuli that joints need to stay healthy. Seniors are often less physically active than younger people, either due to lifestyle changes, pre-existing conditions, or fear of injury. However, moderate physical activity is essential for maintaining joint health. Movement helps pump synovial fluid through the joint and stimulates chondrocytes, the cells responsible for producing new cartilage. Without regular movement, these cells become less active, reducing cartilage renewal and repair. Hormonal changes also play a crucial role, especially in older women. Estrogen, which declines significantly during menopause, is known to have protective effects on cartilage. It helps maintain joint elasticity and regulates inflammation. The loss of estrogen can lead to an increase in inflammatory cytokines in the joints, which further accelerates cartilage breakdown. Similarly, testosterone in men declines gradually with age, and while its role in joint health is less well known, it also appears to contribute to maintaining tissue integrity and muscle support around the joints. Moreover, seniors often face chronic low-grade inflammation throughout the body, sometimes referred to as inflammaging. This persistent inflammatory state contributes to the degradation of joint structures by promoting the release of enzymes and immune cells that break down collagen and other components of cartilage. It also inhibits the body's natural repair mechanisms, creating a cycle where damage outpaces healing. Another compounding factor is accumulated joint trauma. Even small, seemingly insignificant injuries from earlier in life can manifest later as weakened or damaged cartilage. Years of repetitive motion, poor posture, or joint misalignment may not cause symptoms in youth but can become problematic with age when the body's ability to compensate and heal is diminished. Lastly, nutrient absorption often declines with age. Seniors may absorb less vitamin C, zinc, and other nutrients vital for collagen production and joint health. Without these nutrients, even if the body is trying to rebuild cartilage, it lacks the raw materials to do so effectively. All of these factors combined explain why seniors are disproportionately affected by knee cartilage issues. Their joints are not only more prone to damage but also less capable of repair, making proactive interventions all the more essential for maintaining mobility, reducing pain, and preserving quality of life. When seniors experience knee pain or joint stiffness, the most common response is to reach for over-the-counter pain relievers like NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, or to rely on prescription medications including corticosteroids. While these drugs can offer short-term relief, they do not address the root cause of the problem, cartilage degradation, and in some cases they can even contribute to further joint deterioration over time. This is why nutritional intervention offers a far more sustainable and science-driven approach to managing joint health, especially in older adults. Painkillers primarily work by blocking pain signals or suppressing inflammation. NSAIDs, for example, inhibit enzymes like SOCOX1 and COX2, which are involved in the production of prostaglandins, chemicals that promote inflammation and pain. While this can provide immediate relief, these drugs do not support cartilage regeneration, nor do they reverse damage. In fact, long-term use of NSAIDs has been shown to impair cartilage metabolism, reduce joint lubrication, and increase the risk of gastrointestinal issues, kidney damage, and cardiovascular events in older adults. Corticosteroids are another common treatment for joint pain. They can be injected directly into the knee to reduce inflammation. While effective in the short term, repeated use can actually weaken the cartilage and surrounding joint structures. This is because corticosteroids suppress the immune system and inhibit the natural processes of tissue repair, potentially accelerating joint degradation over time. In contrast, nutritional intervention offers a targeted, restorative strategy by providing the body with compounds that support cartilage repair, reduce chronic inflammation, and improve overall joint function. Instead of simply turning off pain signals, nutrients work with the body's own healing mechanisms. For example, hydrolyzed collagen peptides serve as the raw material for building cartilage and connective tissue. When ingested, these peptides are absorbed into the bloodstream and can stimulate the activity of chondrocytes, the cells that maintain cartilage structure. Another important nutrient is vitamin C, which is essential for the enzymatic process of collagen synthesis. Without adequate vitamin C, even the presence of collagen peptides is not enough to rebuild tissue. Similarly, compounds like glucosamine and chondroitin have shown promise in supporting joint health by promoting cartilage repair and reducing the breakdown of cartilage matrix. Anti-inflammatory nutrients like turmeric, curcumin, work differently from NSAIDs. Instead of blocking a single enzyme pathway, curcumin modulates multiple signaling pathways involved in inflammation, making it a more balanced and less harmful long-term option. It helps lower systemic inflammation without compromising the immune system or damaging internal organs. Moreover, nutritional interventions often come with added benefits: improved circulation, better skin health, enhanced digestion because they support overall physiological balance. They are generally safe, well-tolerated, and can be incorporated into a daily routine without the risk of dependency or long-term side effects. Ultimately, the goal is not just to suppress symptoms but to repair and rejuvenate the joints from within. Nutritional strategies empower seniors to take an active role in their joint health, offering a functional and long-lasting solution that painkillers alone simply cannot provide.
The idea of using a drink to rebuild knee cartilage might sound overly simplistic, but when formulated with the right ingredients, it can serve as a powerful tool to support joint repair and relieve chronic knee discomfort. This so-called super drink is not based on trends or fads, but on a growing body of nutritional science. It contains a synergistic combination of ingredients that target the structural, inflammatory, and circulatory aspects of joint health. Each component plays a unique role in rebuilding cartilage, improving mobility, and reducing pain, especially in older adults. At the heart of this drink is hydrolyzed collagen peptides, which are fragments of collagen protein that have been broken down for easier absorption. Collagen is the main protein in cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. As we age, the body produces less collagen, leading to joint instability and cartilage thinning. When consumed, these peptides act as signaling molecules that stimulate the production of new collagen in joint tissues. They also provide amino acids such as glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, building blocks that the body uses to regenerate damaged cartilage. To amplify collagen production, vitamin C is added. This essential nutrient is required for the enzymes that convert amino acids into stable collagen fibers. Without sufficient vitamin C, collagen synthesis is inefficient or incomplete. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals that would otherwise degrade joint tissues. This dual role of supporting collagen and fighting oxidative stress makes it a key component of any cartilage rebuilding protocol. Another vital ingredient is hyaluronic acid, a naturally occurring substance in the body that lubricates and cushions joints. With age, hyaluronic acid levels drop, resulting in stiffer joints and more friction during movement. Supplementing with hyaluronic acid can help restore the fluid environment within the joint capsule, improving shock absorption and reducing discomfort. It essentially works like a lubricant, allowing for smoother, pain-free motion. Turmeric, specifically its active compound curcumin, provides potent anti-inflammatory effects. Unlike pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories that block one or two pathways, curcumin modulates multiple inflammatory processes throughout the body. It reduces the activity of enzymes and cytokines that contribute to joint breakdown. This helps protect existing cartilage while creating a healthier internal environment for regeneration to take place. Finally, beetroot juice is included to enhance blood flow and nutrient delivery to joint tissues. It contains nitrates that the body converts to nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels and increases circulation. Improved blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach the knees, accelerating the repair process and clearing out metabolic waste products that can cause further inflammation. Each of these ingredients has been studied individually for their effects on joint health, but when combined, they create a drink with real therapeutic potential. Taken consistently, usually once per day, this formulation works at a biochemical level to supply raw materials, reduce inflammation, and optimize the internal environment for cartilage healing. It doesn't just alleviate symptoms, it supports the biological processes needed for actual structural repair. For seniors looking to restore mobility and reclaim comfort, this drink offers a simple yet highly effective daily ritual. Understanding how this nutrient-rich super drink works requires a closer look at the underlying biology of cartilage and joint health. Cartilage is composed primarily of collagen, water, and specialized cells called chondrocytes. These cells are responsible for producing and maintaining the structural matrix that keeps cartilage strong, smooth, and elastic. As we age, several factors disrupt this balance. Chondrocytes slow down, collagen breaks down faster than it can be replaced, and inflammation becomes chronic. The ingredients in this drink work through well-studied physiological pathways to counteract these changes and support the regeneration of joint tissue from the inside out. The most fundamental component of this drink is hydrolyzed collagen peptides. Once consumed, these peptides are absorbed through the digestive system and enter the bloodstream. From there, they act as both building materials and signaling molecules. Research has shown that these peptides stimulate chondrocytes to produce more type 2 collagen, the specific type found in cartilage. They also encourage the synthesis of other key cartilage components, like aggrecan and proteoglycans, which are essential for maintaining elasticity and shock absorption in the joint. Vitamin C is included in this drink because it is a crucial cofactor for two enzymes, prolyl hydroxylase and lysyl hydroxylase, that stabilize and cross-link collagen fibers. Without adequate vitamin C, the body cannot form strong collagen, even if all the necessary amino acids are available. In addition to this, vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant. It helps reduce oxidative stress within the joint environment, protecting chondrocytes and newly forming collagen from damage by free radicals, which are commonly elevated in inflamed or aging joints. Hyaluronic acid supports joint health in a different, yet equally important way. It functions as a lubricant and shock absorber within the synovial fluid of the joints. It also plays a direct role in modulating inflammation and promoting tissue repair. By increasing the viscosity and volume of synovial fluid, hyaluronic acid helps to reduce joint friction and nourishes the cartilage, allowing for improved flexibility and less pain during movement. Turmeric, particularly its active compound curcumin, works at the molecular level to combat inflammation. It inhibits several pro-inflammatory cytokines such as IL-1, IL-6, and TNF-alpha, all of which are elevated in conditions like osteoarthritis. Unlike NSAIDs, curcumin doesn't disrupt the gastrointestinal lining or kidneys, making it a safer long-term option. By reducing inflammation, it allows the cartilage regeneration process to proceed more effectively, as chronic inflammation often hinders tissue repair. Lastly, beetroot juice enhances nutrient delivery to joint tissues. It's rich in nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide dilates blood vessels, improving circulation and ensuring that oxygen and vital nutrients reach the cartilage and synovial fluid. Improved blood flow also aids in the removal of metabolic waste products that can build up in stiff or inflamed joints. Together, these ingredients do not merely alleviate joint pain, they create a biological environment conducive to cartilage healing and renewal. They stimulate production, reduce degradation, and improve delivery of the materials needed for healthy joint function. This multi-pronged mechanism of action is what makes the drink effective, not as a temporary fix but as a long-term solution to cartilage regeneration. One of the most important aspects of using a natural drink to support knee cartilage regeneration, especially in seniors, is understanding the significance of consistency, correct dosage, and realistic expectations for when results may appear. While the ingredients in this super drink are backed by science, their effectiveness is highly dependent on daily use and allowing enough time for the body to respond and heal. Cartilage regeneration is a slow and complex biological process, but with the right inputs delivered regularly, it is possible to achieve meaningful improvements in joint function and pain reduction. Consistency is the foundation. Unlike pain medications, which often provide temporary relief within hours, natural compounds work gradually by influencing long-term physiological processes. Collagen synthesis, anti-inflammatory signaling, and joint lubrication do not occur overnight. It takes daily input of specific nutrients to retrain the body's biological systems, such as chondrocyte activity, collagen matrix formation, and fluid retention in the joint spaces. Skipping days or only using the drink sporadically can interrupt this process and delay results. Dosage also plays a critical role. Research on hydrolyzed collagen, for instance, suggests that a daily dose of 10 grams is optimal for supporting joint tissue repair. Vitamin C should be consumed in amounts between 75 to 200 milligrams daily, ideally alongside collagen, since it enhances collagen formation. Turmeric extract, particularly standardized curcumin, is effective in doses ranging from 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day when combined with black pepper extract, piperine, to improve absorption. Hyaluronic acid and beetroot juice dosages vary, but the key is to include enough to produce physiological effects around 50 to 100 milligrams of hyaluronic acid and 250 to 500 milligrams of beetroot juice per day. Once the proper dosages are in place and the routine is consistent, most people begin to notice changes between 4 to 6 weeks. During this time, the reduction in joint inflammation is often the first noticeable effect. Seniors may feel less stiffness in the morning, more fluidity in their walking, or reduced discomfort during activities that used to cause pain. These are early signs that inflammation is being managed and cartilage is being protected. Beyond the 6-week mark, with continued use, many users report enhanced range of motion, improved joint strength, and greater resilience in the knees when performing physical tasks. These longer-term changes suggest that not only is inflammation being controlled, but the joint structure itself is beginning to rebuild. It's also important to recognize that individual factors like overall health, level of joint damage, physical activity, and diet all influence how quickly and how well someone will respond. Seniors who combine the drink with gentle movement like walking, stretching, or swimming tend to experience even faster progress because physical activity stimulates circulation and synovial fluid production. Ultimately, this drink is not a quick fix, but a therapeutic tool. When used daily at effective doses, and with a commitment to long-term joint care, it can produce substantial improvements. The timeline may vary from person to person, but with patience and consistency, the body's natural capacity for regeneration can be supported, restoring comfort, mobility, and quality of life. In closing, the decline of knee cartilage with age is a natural yet manageable process. Seniors often face joint pain and stiffness, not just because of wear and tear, but due to a breakdown in the body's ability to repair itself. While conventional treatments like painkillers offer short-term relief, they do little to address the root causes of cartilage loss. By contrast, a daily nutrient-rich drink composed of hydrolyzed collagen, vitamin C, turmeric, hyaluronic acid, and beetroot juice targets joint health at the cellular level. These ingredients support collagen regeneration, reduce inflammation, and improve nutrient delivery to the joints, creating the conditions necessary for real, lasting repair. What makes this approach powerful is its alignment with the body's biology. Instead of forcing quick fixes, it works with the body to rebuild what time has worn down. With consistent use and proper dosing, most seniors can begin to feel noticeable relief within weeks and long-term improvement in mobility and comfort. The science is clear. When we give the body the right tools, it can heal. This drink isn't a miracle, it's a strategy. And for seniors seeking strength, flexibility, and independence, it may be the most effective daily habit they can adopt. So to every senior listening, you are not powerless. Pain is not a requirement of aging. With a simple science-backed daily practice, you can take real steps, literally and figuratively, toward a stronger, more mobile you. Drink it daily. Let your body do the rest.
Thank you.